I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Well, I'd like to call to order the regular Common Council meeting for Tuesday, November 16th, in Government Center, Room 201. Roll call.
Councillor Olson is excused. Councillor Bridge, Councillor Bender, Councillor Mertzick, Councillor McDonald, Councillor Hendry, Councillor Finsland, Councillor Herrick, Councillor McKenzie is excused. Councillor Dahlbeck, Councillor Nowicki, and Councillor Sather.
Very good. We have a quorum. I'll call for the approval of the minutes. Motion by Councillor Dahlbeck, second by Councillor Bender. Any discussion on the minutes? Seeing none, all in favor say aye. Opposed say no. Minutes are approved.
Item 6 is the consent agenda.
Motion by Councillor Finsland, second by Councillor Hendry for the consent agenda. Any issues you'd like pulled, taken out? Seeing none, I'll ask for the approval of the consent agenda. All in favor say aye. Opposed say no. Consent agenda is approved.
Item 7.1, Parks and Recreation Administrator Morgan is requesting to close 42nd Street just west of Albany Avenue to Badger Drive every April and May.
Motion by Mr. Bridge, second by Mr. Herrick. Any discussion? This was successful. So, yep. All in favor say aye. Opposed say no. 7.1 passes.
Planning Director Cirque is recommending to award the bid for the Barker's Island Boat Cradle Storage Project to Johnston and Frederick Company for $28,017.
Motion by Councillor Dahlbeck, second by Councillor McDonald. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye. Opposed say no. 7.2 passes.
Item 7.3, Police Chief Peters is submitting the Joint Powers Agreement for the Lake Superior Forensic Technology and Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force.
Motion by Councillor Finsland, second by Councillor, no, I think it was Councillor Hendry, second by Councillor Finsland. There we go. It was Chuck's booming voice that really took it on. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye. Opposed say no. 7.3 passes.
4.7, Assistant Public Works Director Getzman is recommending to purchase one new 2010 brush chipper under the Minnesota State bid contract for $40,391.09.
Motion by Councillor Dahlbeck, seconded by Mr. Bender, was that? Okay, any discussion about chippers? Mr. Herrick.
Yeah, I just want, if Mary will, just explain why this is a particularly important need to the community at this time, especially with facing the emerald ash borer.
Councilors, this chipper has the unique ability to chip trees that we cut down to 1 by 1 by 1, meaning 1 inch by 1 inch by 1 inch, which is what is considered acceptable treatment of ash trees that have been infested by the emerald ash borer. Now, we don't have the ash borer in our community yet that we know of, but it is making its way through Wisconsin and Minnesota. And this particular purchase will position us to address the matter of an infestation in a satisfactory manner.
This is also going to offset the lease costs. If you know, we do lease chipping every year, and so that cost will also offset this. So, and it's my understanding in talking to Finance Director Vito that sometimes those costs have been close to $40,000 some year alone, just on having it chipped for us. So.
This chipper will increase our operational efficiency immediately, the minute it arrives.
Okay. Any more discussion? Good question, Mr. Herrick. Anything else? Seeing none, all in favor say aye. Opposed say no. 7.4 passes.
Item 10.1 is a resolution introduced by the Common Council of the City of Superior appropriating the necessary funds for the operation of general city government and the administration of the City of Superior, Wisconsin for the year 2011 and authorizing and directing a tax levy to be spread on the tax roll of the City of Superior, Wisconsin for the year 2010.
Motion by Councilor Finsland, second by Councilor Dahlbeck. Any discussion? Mr. Bender.
Yes, since I know people are going to ask, what's going to be the percentage increase?
We don't know yet.
Okay.
We should know. We will know when we get one of our final pieces of information, and that is the state tax credit related to schools. Once we get that, we plug that number in, and we'll be able to tell what the tax rate will be.
Mr. Bender, just be leery if every answer is we don't know.
Well,
All year long.
I'll just say, I'm not sure because it was brought up at the last city council meeting, so why'd you call the mayor?
Yeah, sure. I can tell you this, it looks like we will be the lowest on the sheet again. This year, we win the prize for the lowest, so you've been good. Okay, seeing none, all in favor say aye. Opposed say no. 10.1 passes.
Business by public, 12.1, Paul Helena of UWS LSRI Research Botanist is requesting permission to apply rodeo to control Phragmites australis on the Wisconsin side of St. Louis River.
Did we miss 10.2?
Oh, you have an old one. Sorry.
Oh, I have one you don't have. It was pulled. It was,
Yeah, that one was pulled.
It was pulled for the next meeting, animal shelter, so pulled till the next meeting. Good. I thought I was seeing things. Okay, I'm sorry, 12.1.
Mr. Helena is here.
I don't think there's any questions about this, I don't believe. Might have, okay. Okay, good. It's something we almost prove every year. Sir, would you like to come up and answer some questions? Thank you. No, that's okay. No, we want to take a motion? Good. Counselor Dahlbeck and Counselor Bender, motions first and second. Okay, do you have questions for Paul? Mr. Herrick, Mr. Hendry first.
Just one question. I was wondering how that works on private property like Clough Island, because I see on the map that there's indications that this weed or whatever growth that you're talking about, I don't know if I could pronounce it. But
Yeah, it's actually giant reed grass.
oh, okay. I see. I think you list some on the map that we have in our packet that there's some on Clough Island there, and that being private property. I was kind of wondering, do you treat that, or is that the responsibility of the people that own the island, or does that just kind of grow wild on there and accumulate, or how does that work?
That's a good question. We're actually looking at that right now. It looks like it's below the ordinary high water mark, so it's really a Wisconsin DNR issue. So we are going to be contacting the DNR. We will be contacting the landowner there as well. We do not have permission at this point to actually apply anything on there until we get some clarification. That's one of the areas that we're concerned. There's also a couple areas in Kimball's Bay that are on private property as well, so we'll have to be contacting those folks too before we can go forward with
Okay.
the project.
Yeah, thank you.
Good question, Mr. Henry. Mr. Herrick.
I was just going to ask you, on this weed that you're trying to control, you're going to burn it first and then apply the rodeo, is that correct?
That's correct. We'll probably be burning it, cutting it first, putting it in piles, and then burning it right in place. Save cost and dragging it around. And then let it green up, which will be in the first couple weeks in June. And then we're going to try to apply rodeo twice. And we're also working with the DNR to actually, in our larger patches out there, is put native aquatic vegetation back in place.
So will that does this weed go back any further than the shoreline? Or in other words, is there going to be a bunch of it, like maybe, let's say, 2 blocks away, that can eventually spread back, or?
One of the things that you might notice about this is the Wisconsin side. This is grant money, and we're tied to Wisconsin shores. Can't really do much at this point. We sure hope to collaborate with the Minnesota side too, because obviously it could float her back over to our side. And we're definitely in contact with them, but there is no actual program at this point for the Minnesota side.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Very good. Thanks, Paul. Appreciate
Thank you.
that. No more questions? All in favor to do the rodeo, say aye. Opposed, say no. I think, do we have anybody's, okay, will favor an adjournment? So moved.